you're trying to do it to be famous or rich, you cannot maintain it. So I'm going to give you everything I wish I did as a youngster so you can be better than me. And I want you to be better every single day. That's it. Facebook or social media kids that got raised on IG have no idea what a bulk is. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
They don't know what a bulk is.
You know, it's almost funny because the way I've been seeing it happen recently is that a lot of these young kids think you have to be in shape, you know, like you. Well, obviously you're also been doing this a long time, right? All year long, right?
Did I bulk when I was a kid and got all my size? 100%.
You did.
Holy shnikes, did I?
Yeah. But what they don't see though is you also been training for 35 years.
42.
Right? 42. Well, I missed 7 years.
But you're right. They didn't see that. So they go off of IG, where I said the other day, I was raised by OG, not IG. And so for these guys, they go off of IG and they watch these guys go, you should do a clean bulk. Then you don't want to win.
Yeah.
Then you don't want to have a dimensional body to when you met somebody in person that you go, you're a big guy. You meet these Instagram guys and they turn sideways, they disappear. No offense to you guys, but you disappear. They're just thin, little, ripped guys that look great by themselves in a photo on Instagram, but then you meet them in person, they're smaller than Mona and weaker than Mona. Now, Mona's pretty big, I know, but she's still a female. So, but my point is that they have forgotten the real core of calorie intake, how calories actually keep you youthful, how eating carbohydrates keep you youthful. All these things are taboo now, and it's like, don't do this, don't do that.
You know, it's funny you mention that because I think that a big part of it too is there's so much comparison going on with social media that they feel internally they're misaligned, but I think they aren't good enough because I don't look as ripped as this guy or as big as Mike O'Hearn or as big as the Mr. Olympia over here. And because I'm not as big as him, I'm not as good as him. So all of a sudden, or I have to be as shape as this guy. And I hear this all the time from a lot of the trainers I work with, is they face comparitis all the time.
Comparitis.
All of a sudden, comparitis.
Holy shnikes.
And they go through this.
I would squash that shit in a second.
What's that?
I'd squash that in a second.
I know you would.
I mean, that's the most vain thing I've ever heard in my life. You compare yourself to somebody else, you become vain and bitter.
100%, totally. Yeah.
It's ironic. It's mind-blowing to me that people would even compare themselves to others. It doesn't make sense. Unless you're on stage competing in a show, that's the only time you compare yourself.
Mike, you'd be shocked how many clients I get, they're facing that battle.
That's a self-induced battle.
It is a self-induced battle. But they come and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm not making as much as this guy over here in the gym. My abs doesn't look as good as this guy. My for females, my butt or my hips aren't as shaped as that girl. Is it going to affect the clients I'm going to get? I'm like, whoa. We have to look at reshaping who you are. Your self-worth has to change, man. Like, it isn't about all this stuff. And it's when you're in hearing those things, you hear all the time. And I hear it almost every day. You know, I'm on the phone with sales calls almost every day. And it breaks my heart because unfortunately, Mike, social media is kind of a little bit of a culprit in an unfortunate way because it's everywhere, right?
Yep.
It wasn't 20 years ago. And it was about, going on stage, being your best, shaking hands, giving someone a hug, competitive spirit, right? Now it's like, it's all about who has the most followers and, unfortunately, you are more than I am in some capacities. Right?
See, I hear what you're saying. I think that's a new age mentality and a self-induced mentality. First of all, nobody compares themselves to others. You cannot compare yourself to others. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. No, exactly.
You want to just lose your hair and stress every single day. Keep doing it. This guy has more followers than me. This girl has a better butt than me. That's irrelevant. I know guys with a quarter of the following that I make that make billions, not millions, billions.
Yep.
It's not the amount of followers. It's the amount of people that you influence that believe in you and trust you. And like my Titans, I got a
Yep.
great crew of Titans around the world. And
Yep.
these people's understand the base principle. All I stand for is I'm going to give you everything I wish I did as a youngster so you can be better than me. And I want you to be better every single day. That's it. That's really all I talk about.
Yep.
Does it go in different aspects? Sure it does. But the base root, just be better than me. Keep working. I'll give you the tools and get better yourself than you were yesterday. And that's it. So for these people to compare themselves with others, that's mental suicide. It really is.
It is. 100%. Totally. It's really, painting a picture for them of a healthy, mental, physical, and emotional process that allows them to, be great at what they do with their clients, with their families, with their friendship, with their influence that they do. And it's something that, it's something that we have to really, I think, really push into the industry in a positive way to allow them to prosper and grow and do it from a good place, right? Because it's something that some people face. And it's like, I hate seeing that. It breaks my heart, dude. I hate seeing that,
Something I keep trying to talk about is if you are on social media or you're trying to be an actor or a pro bodybuilder or whatever it is, you're trying to get your pro card. If you're trying to do it to be famous or rich, you cannot maintain it. And that's not my advice. I went into acting class when I first got into California, and I went into this class, and I got gladiators, and so I said I better keep working on the acting and this and that. And I went into this class, and he says, "All right, it's all your first day here. Great. All right. If you're here to be famous or make money, get the F out." And I'm like, "Well, I'm here to be famous and make money."
Yep.
And it took me about 2 weeks of that class to realize it has to bleed within you, the love of what you do, more than the fans, because the fans will turn on you in a second. So the fans are there one day, they're gone the next day. And the money comes only when you succeed in certain things, and that's not really up to you either. So you got to stay true to the passion that you love, and money will come sooner or later. But it's not a guarantee. And so would I lift if I didn't make money? Well, sure I do. I don't make money off the lifting. That's not how I make my money. So yeah. So it's that whole concept of don't get sucked into what you think is the truth on social media. The guys we know this, and Jeffrey here is my guy back here. Debo went through the numbers, and he went through all these numbers with everybody, and you saw the back ends of these things. And you got guys with 2, 3, 4 million followers making nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing. And then you go through these numbers of the guys that have 50,000, 60,000, and they're making a killing.
Yes.
If you got a small, loving team of Titans, of the Parkinators, that's all you need. Those people that go, "I believe in you. I believe in what you stand for. I'm there with you." Compared to the guy that goes, "Dude, you're strong.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to see your page tomorrow because you're going to be strong tomorrow." Cool. You can do without those guys.
You can totally do it.
The guy you can't do without is the guy you go, "I'm crushed. My wife left me. I saw when you were depressed and when you were sad what you kept doing. You took care of yourself. You kept in the gym. You lost your parents. You kept going. That pushed me to keep going." That's the guy you want. Has nothing to do with lifting in the sense of, oh, you're strong or got a good body. It's that you fell and you kept moving forward.
Yep.
That's the fan base you want for everybody out there.
Yep. Dedication, man.
The love of what you do.
It's so important. Anybody that's right now that's either watching or listening or whoever, man, I think it's important that passion always brings forth profit in a relationship, and the end product is the income that you'll get from that, from the value you bring.
Motivation comes and goes. Passion stays.
That's it, man.
And when you really believe it and it's within you and you're not trying to preach it to the world, that's also the kind of people that we hang around. I don't need the guy that gets up on stage going, you know, you're all lazy and you don't diet. And I'm sitting here listening to this going, dude, I knew you 4 years ago before IG. You were fat and lazy, so let's not do that. And you got a platform now. Let's shh. You know, the real thing. Don't think that you need to copy somebody. Don't think that you need to make up a character for IG or Facebook. Be you. That's what I love about you. You're you. You know, you're one of those guys that, you know, I got a few of you guys, like you, Lance Keys and stuff. No matter when I see you, the energy, you're happy. You're like, I'm thankful that I'm here in a sense.
Yes.
It's like, this is cool. What are we doing? We're at In-N-Out Burger getting burgers. I don't know, but you're happy and you're appreciative to everything, and that's your energy, and that's not you being fake. That's not you making up a character. That's just you as a person. And so that's what's, I think, incredible about you. And anybody that's listening, go over and follow Matthew Park, because he's one of those guys that talks real. He talks real, and he is real. So,
Thanks, Mike.
absolute, brother.